It is the next day, and we have a new game. Um, I don't know. I feel like the more I do these, the more ideas I have about the kind of video I want to make next. I literally thought of what I wanted to. I literally thought about making another one last night. Um, when I got home from work. So here I am, doing the one I wanted to do. Um, I wanted to switch sides for a bit. Um, I don't really know why. Part of the reason was because I use shut the fuck up. Part of the reason is because I use um, what do you call it? I use the videos to go to sleep. Um, it gives me an excuse to listen back to it, and obviously, I start to fall asleep listening to myself talk. Um, ASMR can be a little distracting. Also, it's hard to find the right one. Okay. Oh, let me actually. Yeah, let's just stick with the front of the house for now. But yeah, so I figured I'd do this one. Because I think it would honestly help me fall asleep a bit easier, just because of the way my brain was working last night. And two, it's just a different take on what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna switch sides. I wanted to ask myself how I was doing. Usually I'm the one talking, but now I want to be the one that provides the care or something. I don't know how to phrase it. It made more sense in my head last night when I was dozing off. But essentially, I just wanted to check in, really. Give myself food for thought, so to speak. Because I don't really. A lot of shit I think of when it comes to these kind of videos. A lot of shit I think of, they don't come from questions. They just pop into my head. But because of that, that means there's just some things that get avoided. And so I wanted to bring it to the surface. Just keep it on my mind. Like I said, just food for thought, something to think about. We got the obvious one, which is just how do you feel? How are you doing? Like actually, there's no need to. Is this one better or worse? There's no need to sugarcoat it. I mean, it's me. I understand the reasons why you usually um, keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself, but one, it's me. I know you super well. And two, it couldn't happen anyway because I can't even hear you, so it doesn't matter. Even if I were to have the bad response, if you express to me, you're not expressing to me. I can't fucking hear you, future Joe. So if you're talking shit, fuck you too, nigga. But for real, how are you doing? How was your day today? If you're about to go to bed, were you productive before you went to bed? Do you get distracted for a while and you're going to bed late as hell, knowing damn well you gotta get up in the morning, like you do oh so often? Like no, like actually, tell me how you feel, either in your head or out loud. It doesn't really matter. Um, just sort of get that out there, because I know it's not something that you bring to the surface very often or ponder at all, and I think you should. I think you'd feel better if you did give that some thought, so that way when they popped up, they wouldn't surprise you, and you wouldn't get you'd be at less risk of getting caught in a loop. You'd be at less risk of getting caught in a loop of trying to intellectualize the emotion rather than feel it. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, and it pisses me off. I'll never know. I could Google it, actually. There's like a thing here. There's a way to move the nozzle separately, I believe. Okay, so we've addressed how you feel. Hopefully, this isn't optional, unfortunately. Um, I guess the next thing I want to know is what you've been thinking about. What's been on your mind? You know, What theories or experiments are you working through in your head? Um, there it is. There we go. Um, do you enjoy these videos? We can keep it small in terms of the stuff that you think about, because it's important to think about the small stuff too, which you definitely don't do. Um, so how do you feel? How do you feel about the videos? How do you feel about not even just the whole day, but just the time leading up to now, whenever you're listening to this video, and whatever made you decide to listen to this video, if it happens to not be sleep. Oh, I wasn't done, but whatever, alright. Yeah, what's on your brain? Let's keep it general before we get specific. I don't really have a direction with this just yet, so we can keep it kind of chill. Okay, cool. Those are the buttons. What else? What'd you eat? What'd you eat today? What are you gonna eat next time? Do you got any ideas about what you want to cook? Are you cooking? I know you've taken a bit of a break from that recently. Mailbox 30? Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Nope. I know you've taken a bit of a break from cooking for a bit. It's been a while since you've been in that kitchen. But did you get in the kitchen today? If so, nice. Good shit, brother. I do know that you haven't been in the kitchen primarily because you just don't got the money to be spending on groceries. Yeah, save your dollar. I do get that. But do you have any ideas of what you want to cook? I know you did at one point. Do you remember them? If you don't, could you think of something else? Let me see. Yeah, honestly, let's stay on the cooking route. I know, cooking's a big thing for you. You love cooking. You love to cook. But, the mental barrier of not knowing what you want to cook, or not wanting to repeat what you cook all the time, I know that stops you from cooking a lot of the time and buying the ingredients to cook. How do you think you could solve that? How do you think you could remedy that, maybe? Or just work with it if you can't fix it completely? How do you think you would navigate through that? Okay, and I think if I had any suggestions, I'd say look around, if I'm being honest. I know you're probably not gonna take the initiative to look up any recipes or anything. But when you do go to the store to figure out what you want to cook, or when you're just going to the store just to get groceries, I would encourage you to look around, because I know you've had some ideas spring up here and there about wrong button, about something that you'd like to make. I remember the other night you were fantasizing about just a full-ass dinner, which was fried pork chops, turnip greens, what else? It was fried pork chops, turnip greens, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, and pinto beans. And you were gonna make that because it reminded you of your grandma's cooking, which is fair. Except she didn't make pork chops with that. That was usually fried chicken. But I know you don't really fuck with fried chicken. I mean, you fuck with fried chicken because you're black. But you don't really care to make it because it's a bit labor intensive, and also a bit stressful. Since it's hard to know for sure when it's done, since you don't have a good idea of the cooking times for chicken. I know you've been traumatized by raw chicken before. Also, just know that you're really, not paranoid, but wary of raw foods. I do know that. You're real careful about Make sure you're not eating anything that's undercooked. Not because you care about salmonella, but because you just, I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. I know it's something that you brought up a lot, but I think it just might be something that's just something you inherently are anxious about or afraid of. Now that's a bit strong language. Also, I just realized this didn't click. Unless it did and I'm tweaking. No, I was right. What else? How? Oh. Okay, I was about to say. Good, I'm glad I didn't break it up in that many pieces. Perspective is everything. How are you and Chloe? I know that's a bit of a sensitive topic for you, especially relationships in general, like of any kind. But how are you and Chloe? Have you talked to her since making this video? Did you talk to her today? Huh? Did you talk to her today? You know, how's that going? How's that progressing? Is it going well? I know you have a bit of an agenda, but you're respecting her boundaries like you plan to. But she doesn't seem apprehensive to the idea of speaking to you again. And hopefully you can even introduce the idea of being friends. But yeah, how is that going so far? Assuming that, you know, you take a little break from watching videos before you end up watching this again. What about your other friendships? How are those going? You know, did you find someone new? Did you make new friends? Did you come across people who are particularly interested in you, who are interesting to you? Have you come across anyone affectionate? You know, I know that would be a big win for you. Have you come across anyone conversational? You know, anyone that thinks a lot. You know, have you met anyone nice recently? And also, how are you and Chloe? What else? How I'm not sure. Oh, how's the apartment? How's the apartment? I know for sure that like by now you should be moved in. So how's that going? You know, are you still getting along with the roommates? Are they all that you hope they cracked up to be? And if not, I'm sure you'll get through it, whatever the problem may be with them. Because they didn't seem like bad people when I met them. I know they weren't. We didn't click off sight, off rip, obviously. You know, but that's okay. I know you were a bit peeved about that. Well, not peeved, but like it kind of made you a little anxious. But it's okay. They seem like good people. They're just different from you. That's all. So don't get scared. They do seem like they do seem friendly, and like they enjoy talking to you. So don't let yourself, don't get too into your head about it. Like they at the very least tolerate you. So be sure to make the most of it while they're there. Sounds like the roommates rotate pretty often. How's the dog? How's that dog that's outside? Have you talked to Austin about it yet? I know you said you wanted to take care of that dog really badly because of the situation he's in. And after meeting Austin, I know you came to the conclusion that he just wasn't that. He's not an awful guy. Sounds like he just doesn't know how to take care of a rescue dog, maybe. Which is fine. It's just good to know that he's not like actually neglecting the dog. So hopefully you can talk some sense into him, and if not, I think you'd enjoy the challenge of trying to train a rescue dog that came from an abused home anyway. Probably gonna buy treats and shit and start training them. Okay, I can't get from this angle. I know how you get with shit like that. I think I might be running out of questions. You know, a lot of the questions are surrounding, you know, things that presumably have happened, situations that you could update me on. Eventually, I don't know if I can come up with any today, but I'd love to start asking questions. I'd love to start asking questions that that have you think rather than recollect. You know, because a lot of these questions, they're not really thinking questions. They're just, you know, they're soul checks. That's what they are. Yeah, they're soul checks. So it doesn't really require any calculations or thought really to answer those questions. And really, I'm not even picking your brain about it. I'm just, you know, kind of asking you to describe the situations. Yeah, I don't think I can come up with any of those kind of questions just yet, but I definitely know I want to. Honestly, I think I'm running out. I didn't really expect to have this be a long segment. I mean, I'm just asking questions without really getting a response, so it's hard to ask follow-up questions. But I think this is still serving its purpose. We'll finish the front of the house. Oh my goodness, how do I want to tackle this? Okay, let's finish the porch first, at least. But anyways, back to you. How's your workouts going? Yeah. How about your workouts? I know today that I'm recording this, you had a good one this morning. Where you finally got a shoulder pump for the first time. I know you were really happy about that. I know you're really happy about that because, you know, shoulders are a particularly weak point of your upper body, and they were difficult to work out in the past because they would just strain super easily. So I know you were super hyped to be able to do the workouts today and just get sore and not feel strained. I know you really didn't like the feeling of not being able to push yourself to your fullest because your tendons would give out before your muscles did. So I'm very happy for you. I'm very glad that today's workout went well. This isn't working, or rather it's just unnecessary. Damn it. It's hard to remember the buttons. But, yeah. How are your workouts continuing to go? I know, you made a plan today and yesterday to, just kind of go with the flow of what your body is telling you. But don't forget to, hit the abs. I skipped them today, and it was the only day I've ever skipped them, actually. But I don't want that to become a habit by accident. So make sure you keep up with them abs, because you're like, it's only been like less than a week, and you don't even do abs that hard, and you're already starting to see results. So come on, don't let it slip now. Keep up with that ab work. Maybe I'll do one of these for when I'm working out. I don't know what the fuck I would talk about. I could do podcast style. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just do a podcast style. And I'll definitely have some music going, either in my room or on the game. I know I would enjoy that. Ooh. Try to catch me. I don't know what game I would play though. I'm not sure what game would have decent sound where it wouldn't be too distracting or anything while I'm working out. While you're working out. While I'm working out? I don't know. And to anybody that ain't me that's listening to this, I'm not using you and I intentionally. Whatever comes out of my mouth is what just came naturally. But that sentence I thought a little too hard about it, so I was a little confused. Veranda. I assume that includes the roof then. Alright, close this. Oh, that includes the entire gutter. Okay. Make sure we get your little bits. What other questions? You got any questions for yourself? You got any questions that you would like me to ask you next time? Or just questions you want to load up, so that way, you know, when you do the thing that I'm asking about, you know, you'll have an answer for it. You know, now that so much time has passed, do you got any questions that you wish I'd asked now, or want me to ask in the future? Also, I need to turn up my goddamn turn radius. This just drive me crazy. How many times have you listened to Chromacopia? I know you've been doing a marathon of that pretty much. And I know you know the answer. That's not really. I'm just asking about your interests. All right, why are you questioning my methods? I know. Leave me the fuck alone. All right, Jesus Christ. I fucking hate you. Anyways, you made me forget what the fuck I was doing. So fucking distracting. Sensitivity, right? And no, you didn't remind me. Fuck you. You suck. Questions. I don't know. I think I'm running dry. I'm hungry right now, and so I don't really have a whole lot to say or wonder about. Can I jump? Okay, no. I think I have a step ladder somewhere. Why does this gotta be so annoying? There we go, cool. Yeah, I don't know. We could end here. I know I'm not finished with this house, but I could always come back. I want to make sure this front of this house is good before I start moving around. Split this up as much as I can. Oh, that's what that little bit is. It's part of the wall. Okay, I'll just go get my step stool. I don't know. Honestly, I think I might be running out of questions. So I guess we can put a pause in this. I hate you. Put a pause in this work for a bit, and you know, just come back when I have more things to ask on the next episode of self-therapy. Bruh, how the fuck am I supposed to get this normally? Come on. It's just a little bit. Please. Please, game. Please, game. Yeah! There we go. Man, that was fucking tedious. Yeah. I mean, hold on, let me stop washing, because I mean, if I'm really out of questions, then I guess I should stop washing and then go do something else. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But nonetheless, I hope this was relaxing if you're trying to fall asleep to it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening. I'll talk to you later, Joe. It was nice to talk to you and listen.